we are now working on part 2 of the self-healing, trauma healing video that I am introducing. We are working on the next 2 decks. Now, I know some people may cringe when seeing this deck, and some people find it awfully childish and good for children, I guess, to work with. But I want to say, if you have suffered some childhood trauma, no matter how little of an amount it was, if you really want to work on your inner child and healing that connection, fostering that connection with your inner child, you need a deck that is going to spark that inner child within you. And the images within this deck are very Alice in Wonderland type themed. It's very like that in a sense. So I find when I am working on my inner self, my inner healing as a child, and the abuse that I suffered as a child, trying to work on those parts of me that really need that healing work done, this honestly is a wonderful deck for that. It sparks my imagination. It really brings out my inner child so that I can almost see with childlike eyes in a way what I need to work on. Really going back to that core, that looking at the issue through child's eyes, so to speak. So this is honestly a wonderful deck for that, and I think not many people really appreciate this deck as much as I do. But this deck is just, it's so spot on, and it really makes you think with what you draw. It really, it'll just take you to a whole new world, a whole new plateau of self-work. Especially if you suffered some childhood trauma. I highly recommend that deck. I couldn't say that more. And then finally, the deck that is last. This deck is perfect for pushing yourself. It is the Goddess Guidance Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And it is honestly the only deck I like by Doreen Virtue. But, since I am pagan, I'm very drawn to goddesses, and this deck is truly magnificent. It really does the work of empowering you, giving you your autonomy back in a way so that you can work on yourself to make yourself a better person. It gives you that inner boost that you need to work through any issue that you might be going through, and it helps to give you just a message of inspiration to get you through anything that you're really going through. So I highly recommend this deck. If you need some confidence, a confidence boost in that way, especially after you do a really in-depth reading, I highly recommend this deck. I really hope that this has been meaningful for you, and I really hope that you end up picking up one of these decks, because healing with tarot has been an immensely creative path for me. It's very important to me, and I really hope that you use it for journal prompting and doing some inner healing. If you've been through some traumatic experiences, just give it some time, work with it, work on yourself. You can get through the pain that you've been through. No matter what you've been through, you can do it. And there is a path for everybody, a healing path. And this may not be the path for you, but you can find it. You just need to look for it. And I totally believe in you. You can do it. Thank you for listening, guys.